Go away. Oh, you're staying. Okay. It's good. You're here. Who you gonna call right now? It's all good. Stay here. Stay here. Right now. And Gary, it's 11:11. Who you gonna call right now? Perfect. Hi. Oh, wait. Ah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, Roberto Fonseca. Yes, I've been listening to him for an hour straight. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here. He's just muted. Come on.
Oh, hi.
Gary Lambert in the house. What up? What are you drinking? Wait a minute. Where's my cocktail? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Let the crowd sound die down first. I'm drinking a little Maker's Mark with a splash of water.
Well, hold on a minute. Can you entertain for a moment while I get a little cocktail also?
Oh, sure. I didn't expect to be here right at the top of the show, but it just worked out that way.
Well, you were here and I couldn't say, I couldn't go like, you guys don't look at him yet. Gary Lambert's here. Wait. Let's see.
Don't look at me yet.
Don't look at him. No, I introduced you. But, oh, there's my band, Ben and the Charmers. Bam, killing it last night. Killing it.
Oh, man, I can't wait to hear about all this stuff.
Hey, Patricia Kay, Julie Luce, John DeFazio. Wait, let me do the, I have to make it, public. Edit privacy. Public. Done.
Oh.
Done. Okay, I'll be right back.
All
Let
right.
me think where it is. It's around here somewhere. Well, because I have this little bottle and it's really cute.
All right.
Oh,
Well, hi, everyone.
turn off all alarms.
Yeah, we didn't go through the whole formality of Jenna starting the show and introducing me because I had just connected with her on Zoom, and much to my surprise she and that's okay. A little spontaneity is all right. Yeah, it's all good.
Wait, let me get my.
Awesome.
I have a cup and everything. I have a new glass.
All right, so yeah, Julie's here, Patty's here, John. Hi, everyone.
Hold on.
Okay. All right. I'm sort of guest hosting to, I guess.
It's really warm here, Gary Lambert.
In the Bay Area.
Yeah. I was
Very
gonna
cool.
go somewhere and
Yeah.
like, hang with you, and I thought,
Mhm.
but I like it right here.
Yeah, cozy.
It's super
Yes, sir.
cozy.
Rob Morocco.
Mama. Here's my new cup
Mm-hmm.
that was made by, it's handmade in Oakland, and her name is Margie Graham. Do you know Margie Graham? She's a
I don't.
ceramicist.
I don't think so.
She had a pop-up sale at her house the other day,
Very nice. That's a
and
lovely piece.
all the pieces, they're all like seconds, but they're not seconds. They're gorgeous. They're pieces that she's had for years that were just accumulating, and all the money that people paid went to the food bank, the Oakland Food Bank.
Excellent. So, are
So
you sure you are publicly viewable? Because it looks to me like the just the friends symbol is there at the top of your thing.
edit privacy, public.
Okay. Well then, I'll take your word for it. I'll take the public's word for it.
If somebody tries to share it, they would know Julie Luce, John DeFazio. What are the other comments? Everyone's saying, hey, Carol. Carol, you started a new piece? Oh, that means Thursday night. Thursday night on Conversations with the Creatives, Carol will be here, and we're going to talk about her new piece and other pieces because she's so incredible.
Incredible. Well, Jen, I mean, I may be your guest, but I want to hear more about yours because you've been doing gigs with the Charmers. You're in the Bay Area. You are living the life.
Well, I've been hanging with good friends. I hung out with Zoe Ellis and Ellen Hoffman on Thursday. And
Zoe
Lily. Zoe,
Ellis.
Ellie, and Ellen. They all live together. They live in a duplex.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, it's for your daughter. Ooh, wonderful, Carol. And so yeah, Thursday, like all afternoon into the evening, hung out with Ellen, and then Zoe pops in, and we hung out, and then I went over there and hung out with them, and then I had, or was that Wednesday? What day was that? Whatever day that was. Oh no, Wednesday night we had a rehearsal with the Charmers down on Second in Jack London Square. Drove by Yoshi's. Yoshi's is open for dinner.
Okay.
Trippy. And drove around. I had to pick up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Speaking of 11:11 with Jenna, the first magnets have come out.
Yeah.
11:11 with Jenna magnets are for sale.
The
And
merch.
nice. Yeah, we got another one coming out that Dave Love designed. Can't wait. Super fun. And what else have I been doing? Oh, tomorrow morning, Melanie and I are meeting in Oakland, and we're gonna go walk around.
Nice.
And we did a show last night at the Back Room in Berkeley on Bonita. And Sam, Hurricane Sam,
Mm-hmm.
has a this really great club that he couldn't do anything at. So it's right behind KPFA basically.
Right.
That short street.
Yeah.
So KPFA is on Martin Luther King, and then Bonita's the next street.
Right.
He basically takes over the block, half of the block, and sets out chairs socially distanced, put up a stage, and it's in between the two. Instead of it being like at the foot of the street, it's facing his building, and his building is brick, and the building behind us. So the sound, I was so nervous. I kept thinking, ooh, outside. I mean, I didn't want to go inside, but outside in the middle of the street, I'm intimate. I'm like a cabaret style room singer.
Yeah. Sure.
And I'm going to be singing outside on the streets in Berkeley. Haven't done that in, since the Haight Street Fair, etc. But this guy, Richard, was an amazing sound man. And the way that Sam has it set up, there are bushes there that kind of block the sound, and the brick wall. I said to Richard, I said, I've done festivals all over the world and all over the country, and I have outside, and I've never had a better outdoor sound in my life
Wow.
until my microphone wasn't working correctly.
Oh.
But and Cheryl was my merch girl,
Mm-hmm.
and the Charmers kicked serious. It was one of the best shows, and I saw people that I haven't seen in 25 years, and Rap was there, who's on the show, and Andy Rader was there, and people from different parts of my life showed up, and
Yeah.
I was crying. I literally cried in the first
Yeah.
song. I couldn't sing.
I
I
can
cried.
totally imagine. I know. Totally understandable. I mean, after everything has been pent up this whole year, oh my God, and
And I've
to be in Berkeley, that's so great.
be in Berkeley playing with, and they're so good. Aaron Germain is an amazing bassist. Steve Bissinger, such a great guitar player. And Jeremy Steinkohler I love his playing because he's a drummer for a vocalist, for like me. He could play as loud as he wants to, but he knows I'm like, you know. And then his son Evan Steinkohler came up and played, and he's 15 and he's got it.
Excellent.
He's got it. So yeah, the
See,
show was. It took so much out of me that I woke up today and I was like,
mm-hmm.
what am I supposed to do? I'm in Berkeley, but I don't really want to go anywhere. And I'm in my house that I lived in for 5 years, and now it's an Airbnb, and it's even, it's as fabulous as it was before, but now it's like a, like, it's really beautiful. And
It looks great.
hung out with my friend Issa today, and I'm going to have some sushi tonight, and
Hey,
I'm in the Bay Area, but I'm not doing, I'm COVID style. I'm not running out doing stuff. I'm
sure.
just
Yeah.
Lillian's watching Notting Hill, a movie in the other room right now, and my mom's up in Lakeport, and
Right.
I'm drinking some Maker's Mark with my friend Gary Lambert. Cheers. So yeah, I could talk about the gig all night, but wow. Oh, and there is Melanie Demore.
Hi,
Yes, tomorrow morning. We
Melanie.
haven't decided where we're going to meet yet.
That's cool. Wherever it is, it's going to be in the East Bay somewhere,
Going to
so
be in
it's beautiful.
Oakland, California.
Yes, indeed.
How's Queens?
Queens is fine. It's been a little colder. After it got real warm, it's been a little colder and rainy the last couple of days, but it's supposed to get really nice in the coming week. And things are in bloom. And
Did you get a haircut?
not real. I gave it a little cleanup. It's not like a real formal haircut,
We
but
see it. I can see the clean.
yeah. Um,
Definitely see the clean.
and my sunburn went away like overnight, basically, from last Saturday.
Oh, you were
Thanks.
so sunburned. But didn't it
I,
hurt
it,
today?
it did not hurt at all. It was just red. It really it did not cause me any. I did the vinegar thing,
Okay.
and
The
it was
vinegar
fine the
really
next
makes a
morning.
difference.
Yeah,
The vinegar takes
um,
pulls the heat out.
yeah. So yeah, so I've just had a nice, fairly low key week. Um, so
Wow, really? What's that like?
yeah, unlike yours, my mine's been yeah just most I mean at home running a few brief errands outside. Um,
Have you gone back to the city?
haven't gone back to the city since I went to the Bronx last Saturday.
I hear that it's slowly, but like it's filling up.
It
Getting
is,
it's getting
it is.
thicker.
It's getting thicker, and I think it's supposed to be May 21st. There's going to be another capacity
Hmm.
expansion. And the ballparks are going to have more people in them, and they're going to check for vaccinations and all that. It seems to be going well. The infection rates keep declining, so I hope they don't surge when they, you know,
They're saying there's going to be another surge, but
yeah, uh, you know, they're also going to see if the larger number of vaccinated people will cause lower grade infections in the general population, which will be more manageable, more treatable than
yeah,
when it was rampant. So, I mean, they say we may never get to herd immunity,
yeah.
you know, uh, but it it's going to be more controllable at least. And those of us who did get vaccinated, and I imagine they'll find out if booster shots and things like that will be needed down the
They're
line.
already doing testing for the booster shots.
Yeah.
Zoe Ellis works. She was working in contract contact tracing.
Hmm.
So I've learned some interesting things from her this week.
Yeah. And what else? Oh, one thing. I'm 2 weeks from today. Yeah, I'm going to get to see Bill Frisell play an actual show, an
Like in
actual
a club.
not a club. There's a place in Brooklyn
Oh, that play. Okay.
called Industry City,
Hmm.
which is I guess it's like a collection. There's like galleries and shops and restaurants and stuff in it. Uh, some old industrial like warehouse kind of space, and
Hmm.
it's got a courtyard, so it's outdoor, and it's like sort of pod like. It's like tables for two, tables for four, stuff like that, separated from each other. They've already had some music there, and so Bill and Tony Shearer and Kenny Wallace are going to
Wow.
play there,
Wow.
and I'm so excited about that.
Say hi,
And,
please.
and it's also the place industries the people who are doing this stuff in Industry City. It's an annex to Hometown Barbecue in Red Hook, which is one of the best barbecue places. So they're serving barbecue and Bill Frisell. So that's
How fun. Is
I'm
it
gonna
a
be happy
daytime
with.
thing?
It's afternoon. Yeah, two full sets. The one admission buys you two full sets. So totally worth it. So I'm gonna be
Totally
there
worth
for
it.
sure. And then next month, Nels Klein is doing a show there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make that one, but I hope to. And
Will you drive there?
I might. I haven't decided yet. I'll see how things are, in a couple of weeks as far as subway congestion and all that. If I go in the middle of a weekday when, it should be pretty cool. I've got to figure out the most efficient way to get there, but I may drive.
I think driving might be
Yeah,
because you never know what the subways are going to be like. What's going to be running? What is
right,
running?
right.
And
Well,
that's
the subways are doing full service,
are they?
except they close at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh gosh, that's
They
just
close.
like. But they even was it? What did they? They were closing earlier.
For a
Like,
while, but it's been 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. I think for just to totally
gosh, what
disenchant
would I
people.
do? I don't. Well, I don't always get on the subway anyway. But
Yeah. Well,
when I'm
the
there,
bars
I'm.
when the bars start staying open later, they'll run the subways later.
Hey,
Yeah.
Zoe Ellis. Zoe Ellis in the house.
Zoe, hi.
Talking about how you and Ellen and Lily and I hung out this week. Lily, she took a photo of Lily and I back to back,
Hmm.
and I was like, and she's there.
Cool.
She's there. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Have you been watching any groovy movies? Anything that we
Um.
need to
Let's
check
see.
out?
Have I seen anything notable? Um. TCM has some good things right now. They have this annual festival in Hollywood, which they have
Hey,
not had the last couple of years.
can I say
So
ask you something really
yeah,
quick?
yeah,
When you go up to that mic, it sounds really clear.
yeah.
Is that a different mic than usual?
No, it's the one. It's the cool little one I bought a little while back. The Shure, with this little tripod and everything.
It
Yeah.
sounds a little bit closer. It sounds clearer.
Okay. Well, I'll stay a little closer then. Yeah, you can also, I haven't really figured out everything about this mic. You can change the pickup pattern of it, so, I haven't really optimized it for every application yet. But I think if I tilt it upward a bit toward my mouth, it'll be a little better too. But yeah, it's a fine mic. I'm very happy with it.
That's good, Mike. I like it.
It doesn't sound so Zoom like. It sounds like
Do I sound Zoom like to you?
you sound good. You sound good.
Does this mic make me sound Zoom?
No, you sound nice and clear.
Oh, right.
Um,
Have you
you know,
seen? I'm sorry.
I'll just say I did another of the creative music studio workshops.
Cool.
Actually, several of them today in batches, and those are all done by Zoom, and you have like 20 or so people involved, and some of the people have really like the bare bones, cheese. Like some of the people sound horrible, and some of the people sound good. So it's when you're dealing with that many people, it's kind of
Yeah.
tricky.
You never know. You see people like pixelated and
Yeah, people have funky Wi-Fi. They're in echoey rooms, so I mean these are not media professionals, so they don't really know how to optimize their experience. But it's
ask a
still really
third grader and it'll be all set.
yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
think.
But it's still really cool. These workshops have been so amazing. Um,
Fun.
this morning there was a woman named Charmaine Lee, who is uh, a vocal artist. Singer is like not an adequate description because she is in this amazing realm of vocal sound. She works with like different kinds of mics that have different kinds of
Oh, sure.
timbres.
Uh-huh.
She'll
Fun.
like she'll have multiple mics, and then she's got a contact mic taped to her,
Wow.
and she makes these amazing
Right.
throat sounds, and she can make sound just by like rubbing on the cord of the contact mic. Yeah, that becomes like a percussion instrument, and she's just this
Have
incredible,
fun.
unearthly, and she processes the sounds and like loops things, and she's really astonishing. She was just talking about her whole philosophy of sound, and how she came by you know her way of doing things was really cool. So those have been great.
Are those repeated? Like, can people go and watch the shows? Watch the.
Well, you have to pay for them, and it's not they don't just put them up on YouTube. Like if you can actually, if you're not participating in the workshops, you can pay like a blanket thing of $50, and then have access
Oh,
to see
that's
the
cool.
videos. Uh,
That's cool.
so that's pretty cool. Um, and tomorrow's another one with Medeski, Martin, and Wood. Who are so cool talking about
Yeah. Hi,
their method.
John.
So yeah, so that's been really great. That's going on for another 4 weekends after this. So that'll be taking up a lot of my Saturdays and Sundays. And
Have you seen the Tom Petty movie?
I haven't, not yet.
Michael Peltz is asking.
Yeah. Is it streaming somewhere? I don't even know. Um, but I'll seek it out.
I don't know. I just got a really nice, my friend gave me a lavender roll on. So I'm
Oh,
rolling
lovely.
on lavender.
That's
Ah,
nice.
ah, ah. Everything's mellow now.
Very nice.
So it sounds like you've had a nice week.
A
Any
nice
any
week.
any epic food?
No, no, very, very basic on the
Basic
food.
food?
What I had for lunch today, a nice tuna salad sandwich. You know,
That's a good thing.
made,
What do you put in your tuna salad?
I experiment. It's different every time. I made kind of a Russian dressing like melange, and then
Really?
I put in some of that Amish wedding relish I've told you about,
Uh-huh.
that red pepper relish, which really was nice with the tuna. Put in a little bit of Paul Prudhomme seafood magic seasoning, a little bit
My
of
dad likes
cayenne,
it.
a little bit
That's
of
good too.
cayenne, a little bit of crystal hot sauce. Uh,
I like hot sauce in a tuna salad
oh
sandwich.
yeah, yeah, hot tuna. What can you say? And then and then a couple of very nice slices of organic tomato, and
What kind of
I
bread?
it was just a basic whole wheat, or multigrain. You know.
And do you do a chip with this? A pickle? Do you
I actually had some baked beans left over, so I just like bush baked beans, so I just
bush
heated those
baked
up.
beans?
Yeah, yeah. Hard
Lillian gets
sandwich.
these. She eats these bones. They're called soup bones. I
Oh,
have about 6 packages. I'm taking them to Seattle because I'm going to be up with my friend Naomi True starting on Tuesday. So she has dog.
Naomi.
Do you remember Naomi?
I remember Naomi very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out with her for about 10 days.
Well, say hi and just see
I
if she
will.
remembers me.
I will. Do you remember where you met her? Did you meet
Yeah,
her?
she was playing with you. I saw her do a few gigs with you. I
True
think maybe
Love
I think maybe the first one was Hotel Utah. I saw her play with you.
with Robin. Our trio, we were called True
Yeah,
Love.
that's
Her
right.
last name is True.
Yes.
And Robin was Lewis, but we didn't want to do True Lewis. We were True Love. I know, I can't remember. Do you like Nutella or not?
I do.
You do like Nutella. Have you ever put any Nutella in with your tuna?
Not with tuna. No.
Apparently, Rob would go for it. Olives and capers. Joanne is in there
Yeah.
with the olives and
Yes.
capers.
Hmm.
Nutella and your, Rob, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I sometimes put avocado in my tuna. That's
Ooh.
very. That's good.
I like to put peas.
Peas are good. Yeah.
I like peas with a little tiny bit. I'm not a mayonnaise person, like
Hmm.
that much mayonnaise and
Hmm.
that much mustard and some peas.
Yeah, I used a Dijon mustard, which was very nice. Not Nutella again, says Patty.
Hi, Patty. Are you an egg salad sandwich kind of guy?
I like a good egg salad sandwich. It's been quite some time since I've had one, but
Does your mom make a good egg salad sandwich?
my mom made a fine egg salad sandwich. And
I,
then
I enjoy my mom's.
other people make a. I've had some nice egg salad with curry in it. You ever had that curry
Oh
egg salad?
yes.
That's
Oh
really good.
yes. I would eat like I remember like back in the day a chicken curry that I would get at the corner of Ashby and Shattuck. There was this little market right there,
Yeah, yeah, I remember that market. Sure,
and they had I think is that boarded up right now? Oh, you should see all the stuff that's boarded up, Gary Lambert.
sure.
It's
Well,
it's it's so
here
weird.
too.
It's either boarded up or really big, these big box condo things,
Yeah, right.
like on the corner of Pleasant Valley, 51st and
Yeah, yeah,
Telegraph.
yeah, yeah. Right, my old hood. Yeah,
There's this big, where the Pussycat Lounge
right,
was,
right. Yeah,
is this ginormous building.
yeah. I've seen a picture of that.
It's
Someone posted a
like,
picture of that.
it's
Yeah.
this, and I watched it being built the last couple of years, and it's those modular, like they'd drop in these big things,
Hmm.
and the bottom floor is going to be a Whole Foods. And then the top floor is going to be a restaurant with a rooftop restaurant with a farm. They're going to grow all their vegetables up on the top.
Wow. Well, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, like it's right over there. It's
Yeah,
right
yeah,
over there.
yeah.
And I think, oh, the Pussycat Lounge was so cool. But I'm back to the chicken salad. It was chicken salad with curry and currants. So
I,
good.
I,
Like a
I got
yellow
some of that.
curry.
Yeah.
So good. Oh my goodness. I used to meet with a group there, a study group. And that was my little treat.
Where have I've had chicken salad with cranberries in it, which is also really good.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one. I've had that with turkey.
Hmm.
Like the whole
Well,
turkey,
that makes sense. It's
the
like
turkey vibe.
Thanksgiving in a sandwich.
Now, are you hungry also, or is it just me?
Um, I'm not currently hungry. I was satisfied by what I've eaten today, but I know talking about food can,
Do you snack at night?
sometimes, but not too often. I try to avoid it. I don't always succeed, but I try. Sometimes I'll make, if I'm watching a movie, I will make popcorn because it's a movie thing.
Do you have a certain popcorn you like?
Right now I've got like Arrowhead Farms, organic kernels, which are very good.
And how do you
I
pop it? What's your
I
secret?
I do sometimes on the stove, but there's a microwave popcorn method, without buying the packaged microwave popcorn, which is like never really great.
You
Um,
do it in the paper bag?
in a paper bag, just like little bit of oil and some salt, and you know, use the popcorn setting. It comes out perfect. So, yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with really nice appliances. Our family did because our father worked at Whirlpool.
Right.
We had to test out different washers and dryers like every 6 months. My mom was getting a brand new washer and dryer, or we had the trash masher, and we had a
Oh wow.
um, trash masher disposal, which that was kind of a trip. But we had a microwave, and my dad would go, "Let's put springs in it tonight and see what will happen." So he'd put metal springs in it, and
Oh
bong,
my God.
dong, 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 dong. Or let's put foil in. Oh yeah, we dried shoes because that was part of his trip where he'd do it, and then he'd say, "Well, we put marshmallows and springs in the uh, microwave tonight, and here's what
In the
happened."
microwave or the dishwasher?
Microwave.
Don't like metal things start fires in microwaves?
Well, yeah, but there were springs and they bounced with the marshmallows getting. Have you ever seen a marshmallow in a microwave?
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's good.
Ooh, gets really
Yeah,
big.
yeah. You can make
Yeah,
it explode if you leave it on long enough.
yeah. And we put glue in, and we put different types of things just to see. I remember one time he put my uncle's shoes in the microwave because he left his shoes out in the rain. Do you remember that? I don't know if my mom is here, but they put his shoes. My uncle Gene. It was his dad's funeral,
Oh man.
and and they were kind of drying. So then Gene put him in for longer, and then caught on fire, and he had to borrow shoes, and his suit was like it was green, and it was something. The shoes didn't quite go with his
Mm-hmm.
the
But it was all in the name of science. So
pretty much science and brotherhood. I need to call him. He needs to come on the show.
did you see the movie American Hustle? Um,
Yeah,
uh,
with
yeah,
Brad. No.
no, Christian Bale,
Yes.
Jennifer Lawrence,
Yes.
Amy Adams,
Why did I
and
think Brad Cooper was in it?
he was not.
No, but it was
Oh
there
no,
were four.
no, Bradley Cooper was in it.
Okay.
When you said Brad, I was thinking of Brad Pitt, but yes, Bradley Cooper was in it. But Jennifer Lawrence's character is always like putting foil in the what they call the science oven, which is now what I call a microwave, the science oven.
Science of
So yeah, so I made a little label for the microwave that says science oven.
really.
Yeah.
On what kind did you do it with a duct tape or?
No, it was just like like we have a little label printer thing,
Oh,
in the kitchen. So I put it over
are
the
you a
back side.
label maker guy?
Uh, it's good to label things. I find if I'm putting things in the fridge or freezer, like it's good to date them. So having the label maker is kind of handy.
My dad was a label maker. He used to take all of his um what do you call it? Stuff in the bathroom,
Right.
and he would take the labels off of things,
Uh-huh.
and then he would put the label on it. Toothpaste,
Right.
shaving cream,
Right.
lip gloss,
Right.
like he would peel this off.
Now, do you remember the Dymo DYMO label maker, the thing that made the little embossed
Oh
labels?
yeah,
Those,
then you
the,
turn it.
yeah,
Cha-chun,
yeah,
cha-chun.
yeah. I love those.
Hey, Mama Grace. Mama Grace is here. Yeah,
Oh,
like
hi.
see, I'm gonna take the
Hi, Mom
label off
Gracie.
of this right here, and I need someone to send me a little label maker that says lavender oil on it.
Yeah.
But I know what it is. But so very irritating and just stopped again. Says it will be available on Jenna's timeline soon. I don't know what to tell you, Joanne. I'm sorry. We're not going to be here too much longer because I have to have sushi.
Yes, you do.
Having
I had
sushi.
sushi last night.
You did? What did
Yeah,
you have?
ordered in. Um, a modest amount of sushi, which is rare for me. It was like these three. It was like a combo with three rolls. There was a salmon and mango roll.
Mm.
Um, there was a shrimp and avocado roll, and there was. I've always got to have unagi. Always got to have
Oh,
some
it's
eel. So
like a dessert, right?
yeah, there was like an eel and cucumber roll, and then I had a shumai appetizer, you know, little Japanese pot stickers,
Okay.
and some miso soup, and it was quite delightful. First time I've had sushi in a while. So,
I'm sorry, Joanne. Have a good
but
night.
she gets to watch
Thank you much,
Amarcord, which
too.
is fabulous. So
I'm not familiar with Emicord.
Amarcord is a not one of the very later Fellini films, but a
Hmm.
1970s Fellini film, I think.
Fun.
Maybe 1976, somewhere in there. Great, great, brilliant film. Yeah,
Lillian's watching Notting Hill. She was watching Cher earlier. Have you watched the Cher documentary?
I have not yet. I certainly will.
And there's an Audrey Hepburn documentary happening.
Oh, wonderful,
I know, Bill. I'm hungry too. Well, I'm gonna because I get to go eat sushi soon. So that's
marvelous. There's actually, for those who do have TCM, they just ran today, and now it's available on the app. A wonderful documentary about Mike Nichols and Elaine May,
oh,
uh,
how lovely.
who I completely adored as a kid, and two absolute comic geniuses, and yeah, so that's really worth watching.
Mama Grace. So Mama Grace's birthday is in a couple weeks, you guys.
Yay!
Just saying.
We'll have a party.
Great. Yeah, we will. Well, where will we be that night, Grace? Where do you want to be? Wherever we are, we'll have a party, but we'll be here on 11/11, and I think is it a Wednesday, I believe. Yes. No. Wait. It's a Thursday. It's a Thursday. So, oh, and guess what it is? One, two, three. It is not. It is Thursday. It's the fourth Thursday of the month. The third Thursday of the month, I will still be in Seattle.
Okay.
But the fourth Thursday is my conversations with the creative will be my mother on
Excellent.
her 90th birthday.
Wow.
Did I miss something?
Michael says a special concert coming to Concord.
Oh yeah, Steely Dan and Steve Winwood.
Ooh, that'll be cool. I guess are they doing a whole tour together? I would imagine possibly
Apparently,
so. I would
apparently.
go to see that concert. I saw Stevie Winwood maybe 3 or so years ago.
I've never seen him.
His voice is absolutely undiminished.
I've never
It's
seen
still
him.
that incredibly youthful, soulful voice. It was quite astonishing.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I saw him at the Capitol.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Anything happening? Anything live
Well,
stream or anything happening at the Capitol?
nothing at the Capitol yet. I think there's some stuff now scheduled at the Brooklyn Bowl. Not immediately, but they're starting to announce shows. Um, they They are, and they're doing some social distance shows at this place in Connecticut. And Bill Kreutzmann's 75th birthday shows
Birthday.
are the.
Big party yesterday.
Yeah, I watched the first two. Well, I watched part of the second one tonight before I came to do this, and then I'll watch the rest later. And then there's the third tomorrow, and Carlos Santana showed up for that one. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, and it's incredible. It's I guess on Bill's property, this beautiful garden area and his property overlooking the ocean, and it's
Is he on the Big Island?
no, he's on Kauai,
Oh, okay.
and
That's where the rock stars, some of the rock stars go.
yeah,
That's where Todd Rundgren is and
yeah,
the other people.
yeah. Um,
Todd.
really beautiful, and they're having a great time. Billy's sounding great, so it's very entertaining.
Fun.
Yeah.
I'm hungry and I don't want to eat in front of you.
Oh, you could.
I know, but then I'll be like trying to eat sushi and it's going to be a big
Oh, that's
piece.
true.
And I'm
Yeah,
going
you
to
don't
try
want
to
to.
do
You don't want to.
delicately and ladylike, and then I'm going to shove the whole thing in my mouth
I,
anyway
I,
because
I completely understand.
what are you doing next Saturday night?
Um, you know, let me check my calendar for a moment. I'm doing one more Saturday night with Jenna.
Okay, okay. These guys are wild tonight.
They really are. I think they've had a few makers as
They
well.
just keep going.
Yeah.
They just keep going. And what about your show tomorrow?
Our show tomorrow. Oh, we're gonna have our pal Mark Karen
Oh,
on
cool.
from Rat Dog and
Hi,
the other
Mark.
ones. Yeah, he's actually been producing some people. He's got a couple of CDs out of people he's produced. And then he's got a he's got a really cool project of his own coming up, which he's going to tell us about tomorrow. So haven't
Excited.
talked to him in a while. He's a good friend and a great musician.
I
So
like
yeah,
him. He's a nice person.
he's a great guy. And we're also going to talk. I don't know the details of this because David arranged it, but there's a book out of the like original makers of bootleg rock albums, like the guys who started putting out those white jacketed albums with a rubber stamp
Sure.
cover, like and sold them in front of Fillmore East in 1969 or 70.
Wow.
And there's like kind of a biography of this. There was this one excellent bootleg. I mean, they made really high quality bootleg vinyl called Trademark of Quality, and so we're going to talk about that, which should be fun.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Did you know that Nicholas and May were precursors of Second City in Chicago?
Yeah, there was a group called the Compass Players, which was an early, a formative improv group, and that evolved into Second City. So
Where were they from?
Nichols and May met at the University of Chicago.
Okay.
That's how they got together. I mean, so the first casts of Second City, Alan Arkin was in the original Second City cast, and other just astonishing people. And then all through the years they produced, I mean, John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd and
Incredible.
Martin Short and all these astonishing people. So yeah, yeah. So the Nichols and May documentary is really wonderful. They were so funny and
And
so
that's on
real.
TCM.
That's on TCM. Yeah, I think it may be available elsewhere. It's actually a documentary that came out a few years ago, so you may be able to find it. I can't remember the title of it, but if you just type in Nichols and May documentary, it's good.
Do you have Hulu?
I have Hulu.
You do.
Yeah,
So how many do you have? I'm just curious. Like, what do people? You have Hulu,
I
Criterion.
yeah I have Hulu, Criterion, Netflix, Amazon. I've got too many of these things. But I mean, basically, I think cable's going to be over in 10 years. I think cable is headed for the scrap heap, and people are going to be able to do this kind of like a la carte selection of what they want to watch and how.
Now, can you do that? Is there can I don't know this about sports. Can you buy sport? Like, is there a sports?
I think YouTube TV has a sports package, so you can like watch all the major league games or whatever. Um, I can't. I have the MLB package, but I can't
Oh,
watch. But the local Yankee games are blacked out, so I still have to
really?
watch.
Because they want you to
Yeah,
go.
Well, no, they just that's part of their contract with with the local cable carriers. So so you can watch everything but your own team on cable,
That's weird.
on on the subscription service. Um, but I think that'll be eliminated, eventually, and it'll all be, I mean, even like the companies that depend on cable are all diversifying to like to get into streaming
They're
services.
trying to be like Netflix or
Yeah,
yeah, like the one that I'm with, which I won't even begin to advertise because I think they're thieves. Um, I think it has Peacock, which I don't watch TV shows
yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
but Peacock and you can watch the Disney Channel on it now.
Right. And the Disney Channel's got a lot of good things, and Apple Plus has a lot of good things on it. There's too much damn TV.
How do you get Apple Plus?
Uh, that I actually have a free subscription to it, or
Through like Verizon or something?
through something like that. Yeah. I
Yeah.
also have a free year of Disney Plus through Verizon. Um,
Oh, really? I should
so,
check that. I don't know.
yeah,
I'm Verizon, but
yeah.
I didn't know. I
Oh,
don't
they
know.
were offering. I don't know if the offer is still happening, but they offered it a while ago, so I have to
Oh.
look into it.
I don't really, yeah, it's gotten so expensive and it's just so ridiculous. But Grace likes the game show channel.
Yeah,
So they don't have game show on any. If you guys, if game show channel is on any of these things, let me know.
yeah, yeah,
Maybe we could just, they should just have a game show app,
yeah.
right, Mama?
Uh, yeah, I mean, TCM unfortunately has not gone independent. I wish TCM had a freestanding service.
You would think
Uh,
that that would be a name, like wouldn't even think about it.
yeah, maybe they eventually will. There's also there are things there are obstacles like you have to make whole separate deals with the movie distributors in order to have it on a streaming service as opposed to on cable. So, uh, I don't know all the nuts and bolts of that stuff, but it gets complicated, I guess.
Did you see Alan Arkin in Escape from Sobibor?
I never have seen that.
Am I
No,
saying it right? Sobibor?
I don't know. I love Alan
Full of
Arkin.
questions, Michael B. Peltz.
Yes,
Full of questions.
yes.
Good questions.
Yeah, sure.
Every
I've not.
question.
Yeah, that's one I have not seen.
I did say it right. Sobibor. Okay.
Yes.
Well, my friend, I'm going to go eat my sushi.
Okay.
Is that okay? I hate to just like
No,
chat and
no,
eat sushi.
no. That's fine. This was you brought me on early, so I don't feel like I've been cheated out of any sushi pleasure.
Never. I never want to cheat you up. But next week, let's see. I will be in Seattle and I'll have more stories to tell.
Yeah. Cool.
Wait, you know someone you can get Mama Grace on The Price is Right? What?
Oh,
What?
that would be.
Mama Grace loves The Price is Right. We used to watch well, I'll tell you what, you guys. Grace watched The Price is Right for years. But then I started 11:11 with Jenna, and it's on at 11 o'clock. So she stopped watching The Price is Right.
See, well, that's her priorities are right. Her priorities are correct.
Rob! Oh, Rob! Hey, Gracie, you want to go to The Price is Right? We'll just cruise down to LA. And, well, I wonder if they're doing it right now. Who knows?
I think it's back.
Is
I
it?
think they're doing it. Yeah.
C-SPAN and TCM are still tied to cable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Bill saw that movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Guess I got to see it. Yeah, I like Alan Arkin a lot. He's great.
Yeah.
He seems like do you know him? Have you met him?
I wish I had. My cousin Andy, the Blazing Saddles guy I told you about last week, he wrote The In-Laws, which Alan Arkin and Peter Falk wrote,
Fun.
and just absolutely adores Alan Arkin. In fact, if you ever get a chance, I think you can do this on Criterion, maybe on the Criterion channel. or if you get the Criterion DVD or Blu-ray of The In-Laws,
Okay.
it has the best movie commentary track ever. I don't always get
Those are
into
fun.
like
I like those
yeah.
sometimes.
Well
After
for
the
this
fact.
they did it about 15 years ago for the first DVD release, and now they've brought it back on the Criterion version, and they got Alan Arkin,
How fun.
Peter Falk, who was still around at the time, the director, who directed the movie? It'll come back to me. And my cousin Andy.
Really?
They got them all together to talk about the making of The In-Laws, and
Oh, cool.
Arthur Hiller was the director, and it is so great because first they hadn't been together in a long time. They weren't together for this. It was like a hookup, different parts of the country, but they were they were talking to each other, and the stories are utterly hilarious. And yeah, so yeah, no, Alan Arkin is like a deity to me. I've been a huge fan of his since the very beginnings of his career. So some on Broadway, in fact.
Well, on what? In what?
A play called Love, Luv,
Hmm.
which was made into a very bad movie without him, but like a three-character play by a guy named Murray Shiskel, and yeah, he was just brilliant. I mean, he's just like this incredible comic genius. So, big Alan Arkin fan.
Fun.
Yeah,
Fun.
and
Well, next week I'll have to think of somebody else to ask you about.
okay,
I'll make a list.
all
Is
right.
there anywhere in Seattle that you really dig that I should go check out? That's an outside thing.
In Seattle, I haven't spent nearly enough time in Seattle. I've been there maybe 2 or 3 times, but kind of briefly. So I haven't really explored it a lot. I know Portland better than I know Seattle.
Love Portland.
Yeah. Well, I would go to Portland for the sole purpose of going to Powell's bookstore.
I was going to say Powell's and food.
Yeah.
I think Portland is one of the best places in the country to eat food.
Yeah, I had some of the best Thai food I've ever had in Portland.
I've had some of the best almost everything food in Portland. It just in other times they were open late. Restaurants were open till midnight, 1 o'clock, and you're getting all this great food. And because we do gigs, and then you get off the road, and you're like, well, what do you want? Do you want salmon? Do you want it's all there. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I just saw Mama Grace said she's on the next plane to L.A.
Let's go,
The
Gracie.
Price is Right. I think it's absolutely.
Rob, Morocco. Let's go. Grace, we can do that while we're here. Let's just jump on or we could drive down. I'm getting my car looked at tomorrow. I'm dropping my car off in Petaluma tomorrow. And then David Dodd is driving me back to the East Bay.
David Dodd, my
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Wonderful
Yep.
guy. Tell him hello for me.
I will, for sure.
Please do. Okay, I just have to say,
Yes.
it just turned midnight in New York, which means it's also midnight in St. Joseph, Missouri. So even though you're on the West Coast, I want to be the first to say Happy Mother's Day, Mama Grace.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama Grace. Happy Mama's Day. There you go. Wow.
Even though she's on the West Coast, we know.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
Thank you, Gary.
and Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas.
We're all mamas over here.
Yeah.
Where's my little girl? Oh, she's still watching Notting Hill. She really likes Julia Roberts.
Oh yeah. Notting Hill's a wonderful movie.
Lillian likes her smile. And she likes, now that I've seen him in the movie that he was in, the HBO.
Oh, with the one with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
have to
fantastic.
I have to see him in nice movies now because he was just so horrible.
Yeah.
But it's hard to erase it. Happy Mama Grace, Mother's Day, Mama Grace. Thank you, Gary Lambert.
Thank you, Jenna Mammina. Have a safe trip to Seattle. We'll talk from there.
Yeah,
Love you.
I love you too, man.
Love you all. And until next time.
Until next time. Good night. Bye, Gary Lambert.
Bye bye.
Julie Luce, Happy Mother's Day. Patty Lohman, Happy Mother's Day. Carol, Happy Mother's Day. Who else is here? The core. Who the core? The family. Joanne, happy Mother's Day. Oh, she's gone already. She went back to the Criterion. We lost her to the Criterion. All right, kids. Well, it's sushi time. So I'm ready and waiting, and I hope that you have a great rest of your night and beautiful morning. Big hug. Tomorrow morning, Melanie, Demore. Where are we going to meet, Melanie? Where are we going to meet? Yeah. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, be nice. Oh, she just said mother. Julia Roberts just said mother. Thanks, Gary. Good night, Mama Grace. I love you. Everybody else, thank you. I love you. Love, heart. Oh, what am I doing here? What? What? Wonderful thoughts, wild words, and a whimsical heart. Rob Morocco, Price is Right? We need to talk. Be careful out there. Love hard. Really.